People talk about programming, AI, web development, and cybersecurity like they are all separate worlds. But after 5 years of studying computer science, I realized something surprising. All of it, every field, points to back to one single thing, not code, not hardware, but data. And once you understand that, everything finally start making sense. Hey everyone, this is Jeromel Pushparaj. Across my degree, internships, project, and thousands of hours of learning tech, something finally clicked for me. Web tech, AML, cybersecurity, programming languages, they are not an isolated topic. They are all different ways of managing, processing, protecting, and understanding the data. So in this video, using this Excalidraw I created, I am going to show you how all computer science connects back to one central idea. Data is the core of everything we built in tech. So let's start right at the center of my diagram with the thing that powers every other branch of CS. Let's talk about data. When you strip away all the complexity, computer science becomes extremely simple. It's all about information. That's what data is. Your name, your age, date of birth, location, password, chat, YouTube watch history, and this video, and whatever the things I see in front of my table is information. It's the data. Every single thing computers store, send, calculate, secure, or predict is just data. If computers were a human body, then data is the blood. Every system moves it, transforms it, protects it, or tries to make sense of it. Once you understand that data is the core, you immediately understand why every CS branch exists. First, now let's zoom into the web technology part. A website or a web application, like now I'm using Excalidraw web application, does only one thing. It presents data to the user and in a beautiful manner. First, the part is front end. This part user interact with. Its job is simple: make data look beautiful and easy to use, like UA UX, user experience, and how the color and button colors of the buttons are need to be present. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, they structure, style, and control the presentation of this data. And comes to the next part is the backend. This is the brain behind the scripts and the scene. It takes user request, process data, applies logic like business logic, etc., and return the right result. The backend does three important things, as I said here: query the data, process the data, return the data back to the front end. Then finally, the database is one of the key components. This is where all data lives. MySQL, MongoDB, Postgres, all of these store information in either structured or unstructured format. So when you look at web technology from data's perspective, front end shows data, back end process data, the database stores the data. It's all about data movement. And again, now we will move to the now trending part. Currently is in a trend, AML and the rise. So now AML is nothing magical actually. It's simply mathematics, statistics plus data. The process start with data science. Why? Because data is a main core part of everything. You collect data, you pre-process the data, you clean the data, then you feed it into the model, train the model, test the model, and finally you give a new input, then the model will predict the output. Finally, again, without data, AML is useless because A model learns only from the patterns hidden inside the data. So AML is basically using data from the past to predict something about the future. So it's a simple thing. Again, the same center point is data. Now let's zoom into the cybersecurity. I just keep it simple because cybersecurity is completely about securing the data. Two things is important: securing data at rest when it is stored, secure the data in motion during transmission. Whether it's encryption, firewall, password authentication, or secure servers, everything exists only to protect data from threats. So again, data is the center, and cybersecurity is the shield around it. Then now let's move to the final section. Most programming language. What is programming language? It's just a communication tool. We give instruction and the computer converts them into zeros and ones that is it can understand. Most beginners argue Python versus Java versus PHP, which is best. But here's the real truth actually. Every programming language has the same fundamental and foundation: variable, data types, arrays, functions, operators, control structures, object oriented programming. Whether it's Python, Java, or PHP, they all have the same foundation. They only differ in syntax and some special features. So, what actually matters is not which language you learn, but whether you understand the fundamental of logic. Once you know the basics, switching language becomes very easy. But the purpose is always the same: take data, transform it, output something meaningful. So, when you learn programming, you are really learning how to control data. So, in conclusion, so let's connect it all one last time. Data is the center. Web technology displays and interact with data. Backend and database stores and manage data. AML learns from data. Cybersecurity protects data. Programming languages manipulating the data. When you see computer science through the lens of data, everything became clear and simple. And honestly, this understanding completely changed how I learn and build things. So, if this video helped you to see computer science in the similar, more meaningful way, make sure to like and the video, drop a comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I am documenting everything I learn, so if you are on a similar journey, you are in the right place. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.